You've been taught to fight your struggles, to push them away, to keep moving as if the pain doesn't matter. But here's the hard truth. All that resistance only deepens the suffering. Every time you attempt to avoid the discomfort, to numb it or deny its existence, you're only prolonging the very thing you wish to escape. You don't just have to endure pain. You need to lean into it, confront it head on, and understand its true role in your life. And the question is, are you ready to stop running and start facing the very thing that's holding you back from the life you're meant to live? Because the only way through is embracing the struggle, not resisting it. If you're truly committed to your personal growth, now's the perfect moment to take action. Subscribe to our channel Motivation Basics and like this video if you're committed to improve every day. Don't keep this to yourself and share it with someone who's ready to break through their own barriers today. Let's stop talking and start doing this together. As Eckhart Tolle suggests in The Power of Now, whatever you think the world is withholding from you, you are withholding from the world. This powerful statement invites us to recognize that the external challenges we face often reflect the resistance within ourselves. By avoiding discomfort or suffering, we prolong the very thing we are attempting to escape. It is only through acceptance, embracing the present moment as it is, that we can begin to truly transcend suffering. This is not to say that we should passively accept harmful or unjust situations, but rather that we should embrace each moment, however uncomfortable, as an opportunity for inner growth. Every soul encounters suffering at some stage of its journey. Every living being encounters trials as the journey of existence unfolds, with various challenges and uncertainties for all. From the moment of their inception, existence presents trials and perils for all beings. For all forms of existence, the journey of growth and enlightenment is a profound endeavor. These trials endure across the ages. Should you rush into this realm, you may find that certain individuals, locations, and things appear to obstruct your journey, growth, fulfillment, and blossoming. However, when you look deeper, these obstructions may not be external at all, but manifestations of the mind's resistance. In his book, A New Earth, Eckhart Tolle writes, "The primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation, but your thoughts about it." This profound realization underscores the importance of understanding that the real challenge lies not in the external event itself, but in how we respond to it. The sooner we can detach from the narrative our mind creates around each situation, the sooner we can begin to transcend the suffering it causes. As you reflect on your existence, as you perceive it, you may be surprised to discover the numerous challenges that appear to stand in the way of true contentment. For some, it seems that every effort to embrace joy in life is met with resistance from the universe. What blessings await? The following presents a collection of unusual thoughts, such as the divine is opposed to me, or similar contemplations. Yet, it appears that in every journey, one encounters both the light and the shadows of existence. This connects deeply with the profound concept of dukkha, which reflects the essence of suffering. Some may perceive this as a modest sum. The ancient concept of dukkha from Buddhist philosophy speaks to the inherent dissatisfaction that permeates existence. In The Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle explores a similar idea when he says pain is part of being human. You cannot avoid it, but suffering is optional. Suffering, in Tolle's view, is not an inevitable consequence of pain, but rather a result of our resistance to it. We often believe that we must fight against pain to avoid suffering, but in reality, it is our attachment to the idea of avoiding pain that perpetuates our suffering. Some hold the belief that embracing a mindset of positivity can lead to the resolution of challenges in a seemingly miraculous way. That is a pity, and not entirely correct. Embracing a positive mindset nurtures the soul. While it may provide guidance and inspire transformation, it cannot shield you from the unavoidable trials and heartaches that life continually presents. Many of these challenges originate within your own thoughts and emotions, separate from their external manifestations, such as sorrow, health issues, or difficulties in connections with others. Your mind, in its quiet moments, often conjures up a multitude of concerns that may not serve your higher purpose. Tolle addresses this very point in A New Earth, where he emphasizes that the mind is a superb instrument if used in the right way. If used wrongly, however, it becomes very destructive. The mind, when left unchecked, generates unnecessary fears, anxieties, and negative thought patterns that perpetuate suffering. The simple truth is that we cannot control the external world, but we can learn to control our reactions to it. The key lies in recognizing that we are not our thoughts, and that we have the power to observe and release them without becoming entangled in them. Your thoughts may be creating unnecessary turmoil in your existence. One type of hindrance comes from within, shaped by your own thoughts. To transcend the unavoidable consequences of the challenges and discord that arise from connecting with your own thoughts, to truly overcome the shadows within, one must first confront the pain that arises from their own actions. This process of confronting inner pain is exactly what Eckhart Tolle refers to when he talks about the pain body in his book, The Power of Now. The pain body is an accumulation of past emotional pain that is stored in the body and often triggers intense reactions when activated. By becoming aware of the pain body and learning to observe it without identifying with it, you begin the process of healing and transcending suffering. As Tolle writes, the pain that you create now is always some form of non-acceptance, some form of unconscious resistance to what is. The mind, often entangled in complexity, intertwines deeply with our thoughts and emotions during our slumber, transforming even the simplest of experiences into a profound tapestry of understanding. Your current challenges arise from a limited understanding of your inner self. One might then experience hardship. This is a level of hardship. To reach enlightenment, one must endure the challenges that arise from unawareness of the mind's workings. One cannot utter, "I can't take any more," as I found myself in a moment of deep reflection one night, expressing, "I can't continue this journey within myself any longer." It is only through trials, last, I came to understand that the self guiding me through so much pain was merely a creation of the mind. Yet, I had to endure this pain for an extended time before arriving at that profound understanding. Trials endured held a deeper meaning. Tolle encourages us to recognize that the self we identify with is not truly who we are. In A New Earth, he explains, "You are not a person. You are the consciousness behind the person. You are the consciousness behind the person. By detaching from the false self, the ego, we free ourselves from the mind's grip on our reality." This detachment doesn't mean rejecting ourselves or our experiences, but rather seeing them for what they are, temporary expressions of consciousness. The true path to overcoming suffering lies in realizing that we are not the suffering. We are the awareness behind it. Then, there is an additional journey to embrace. Challenges seem to be emerging from every direction. Unexpectedly, a misfortune or ailment arises. Others endure the pain that surrounds them. You are not the source of what appears to be unfolding in your life, that which is truly affecting another soul. When a cherished soul departs or a profound tragedy unfolds, I have not manifested that. Your essence remains unwavering amidst the myriad of possibilities that surround you. In moments of challenge, it is often said, when difficulties arise in your life, the enlightened individual may reflect, what energy did I manifest to bring this about? Your unexpected fall, due to a banana peel, has led to a fracture in your leg. Share the journey of how that came into being. Share the journey of how that came into being. It is important to recognize that suffering is not always a direct result of personal creation, as Tolle suggests. Sometimes challenges arise that are simply part of life's unfolding process. However, our reaction to these challenges is always within our control. Tolle teaches us that we have the power to choose our responses. When faced with suffering, we can either resist it, which only intensifies the pain, or we can accept it, which allows us to transcend it. Whatever you think the world is withholding from you, you are withholding from the world, Tolle reminds us, urging us to turn inward and find peace amidst external chaos. While the origins of your challenges may not stem from your own thoughts, but rather from external influences, I won't explore the notion of whether these trials are genuinely a result of your actions. However, it remains a thought-provoking matter to consider. Let us gently set it aside for the moment. I seek not to sway anyone's beliefs. Instead of suggesting, you should reflect on your life and understand the reasons behind your creations. My approach is to encourage individuals to embrace each moment as if it were a manifestation of your own making. One can achieve this with greater ease. Embrace the present as if you are the architect of each unfolding moment, guiding your journey with intention and awareness. Tolle teaches that the key to overcoming suffering lies not in controlling the world around us, but in controlling how we respond to it. By accepting each moment as it is, we begin to transform our relationship with suffering. The act of acceptance doesn't mean resignation, but rather embracing the present with full awareness. By doing so, we free ourselves from the grip of the ego and its endless desire to control and manipulate our experiences. Through conscious awareness, we can learn to live in harmony with life's flow, accepting both the joy and the pain that come our way. Let go of the past and focus on the present moment. It is in this space that true understanding resides. Please refrain from bringing me into your thoughts and embrace the now. If you embrace the journey ahead, you will greet this moment as if it were a cherished part of your essence. Embrace every moment as though it were a conscious choice of your own. Embrace the present moment with open arms, as if it were your own choice. This perspective fosters a path toward fulfillment. I will keep this choice close to my heart, sharing it with no one. Perhaps you have, or perhaps you have, or perhaps you haven't. With a touch of grace, it continues to embrace it as if you had selected it with great intention. Transformation unfolds. Transforming your viewpoint can guide you to transcend any challenge with greater ease. Through Eckhart Tolle's teachings, we understand that the transformation of suffering begins with the simple act of presence. By embracing each moment with full awareness, we dissolve the grip of the mind and its resistance. In doing so, we enter a state of flow, where challenges no longer feel like obstacles, but invitations to grow. By embracing the present moment as if it were our own choice, we begin to transcend suffering, transforming our inner landscape and the world around us. Struggles, whether they manifest as emotional, physical, or mental, can often feel like a powerful tide that challenges our very being. But what if, instead of resisting it, we could perceive it as a sign, an opportunity for transformation, evolution, and enlightenment? In times of challenge, you might find yourself seeking a new lens through which to view your experiences. It's about acknowledging your pain and embracing the truth of your experience, even when it feels heavy. It is essential to understand that pain is an inherent aspect of existence, one that holds the promise of personal growth and profound change. Rather than allowing it to overwhelm you, embrace it as a pathway to reveal profound insights about your essence and the universe that surrounds you. This teaching of embracing pain echoes the wisdom found in Eckhart Tolle's teachings, particularly in his book, The Power of Now. Tolle reminds us the primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation, but your thoughts about it. In other words, how we perceive and react to our struggles is more crucial than the struggles themselves. By altering our relationship with pain, we shift our perspective from victimhood to empowerment, Our pain can become a tool for growth, not something to avoid. Reflect on a time in your life when it felt as though the world was unraveling around you. Perhaps it was a challenging separation, the passing of someone dear, or an unforeseen health concern. In those moments, it's easy to sense a struggle with the flow of existence. Reflect on your journey. Can you perceive how that particular challenge has molded your essence? Perhaps it has guided you towards greater strength, encouraged a reflection on your core beliefs, or fostered deeper connections with those around you. Embrace the opportunity to transform your challenges into a journey of growth, guiding you toward the essence of who you are destined to be. This journey unfolds gradually, and it may present challenges. Yet, as you embrace each moment as it comes, you start to transform your perspective. As Eckhart Tolle discusses in A New Earth, suffering is part of the human condition, but it is not inevitable. It is the result of resisting the flow of life, of not accepting what is. When we resist the natural course of life, we create additional suffering. But when we shift our mindset and allow ourselves to be present in the moment, we release the grip of suffering. We realize that the pain we feel is a signal, not to retreat, but to advance, to understand, and to grow. The profound teaching of dukkha reveals that suffering is an integral aspect of our journey through life. It does not imply that you have erred or that there is a consequence for your actions, simply a journey we all experience. In the journey of existence, we encounter the natural trials of growing older, the sorrow of lost love, and the obstacles that test our resolve. Life presents us with its share of hardships, yet every challenge presents a chance for growth. Consider, for instance, an individual who navigates the profound sorrow of loss. The sorrow they experience may seem overwhelming in the present, yet as time unfolds, it may guide them toward a profound appreciation for their connections and a renewed insight into what holds true significance. Suffering, though difficult, can often be a powerful force for awakening. Tolle, in The Power of Now, explains pain is the body's way of telling you that you are not in the present moment. Pain often arises when we resist the present, clinging to past wounds or fearing future troubles. But when we return to the present moment, we can release the pain and feel the peace that lies beyond it. The acceptance of our suffering, rather than running from it, opens up new pathways to healing. Through our trials, we are granted the opportunity to reflect deeply on our own inner dialogues. Frequently, we bring about unwarranted pain by becoming overly attached to our negative thoughts and feelings. At times you may encounter feelings of worry, fear, or anger that can envelop your thoughts and create a sense of heaviness within. But hold close the understanding that these thoughts do not encompass your true essence. Your essence transcends your thoughts, and you are free to rise above them. It is essential to take a moment to reflect and witness them with an open heart. In this realm of consciousness, you can start to release the hold these thoughts possess over you. Just as you cannot command every tempest that arises, you can cultivate the ability to traverse the tumult of your own thoughts with grace and insight. As Eckhart Tolle shares in The Power of Now, the mind is a superb instrument if used rightly. Used wrongly, however, it becomes very destructive. Much of our suffering stems from the misuse of the mind, allowing negative thoughts to dominate and cloud our experience. Key to liberation lies in the practice of mindfulness, stepping back from these thoughts and observing them without attachment. In doing so, we reclaim our power to choose how we respond to them. Now, I'm not suggesting that it is simple to welcome hardship or to find peace in the trials that life presents. Embrace each moment as if it were a conscious choice of your own. The initial experience with this approach brought me to a moment of profound challenge. An illness within my family. Initially, I felt a deep sense of anger and frustration. I felt a deep urge to oppose the unfolding events. Yet, as I transformed my viewpoint and embraced the circumstances in their true essence, a profound shift occurred. I ceased my struggle with the pain and embraced the opportunity to fully feel it. This transformation enabled me to engage with the situation from a place of deeper understanding, extending kindness not just to others, but also to my own being. Subtle shift in perspective, yet it transformed everything. This shift mirrors the teaching of Eckhart Tolle, who states, "When you no longer need to struggle, you create space for healing." By choosing to stop struggling against your suffering and allowing it to unfold, you create space for healing and clarity. What was once a source of pain becomes a stepping stone to personal transformation and inner peace. By embracing suffering as an inherent aspect of existence, we invite profound healing and transformation into our lives. We begin to perceive ourselves not as mere victims of our surroundings, but as empowered co-creators in the beautiful journey of our existence. Every moment, regardless of whether it brings happiness or sorrow, holds the potential to be a blessing if we open our hearts to it. Embrace the journey by welcoming discomfort and relinquishing the need for control. Instead, let each experience unfold with a heart full of openness and acceptance. It is through this journey that we start to transcend pain, not by evading it, but by embracing it completely and gaining wisdom from the experience. Eckhart Tolle encourages us to embrace the present moment fully. Whatever you think the world is withholding from you, you are withholding from the world. When we are present and open, we realize that everything we need is available to us. Whether it's peace, love, or understanding, through acceptance of both the highs and the lows, we begin to transcend the duality of suffering and joy and find a place of inner stillness. Yet, one must journey back to the pain. The essence of an individual's physical and emotional distress lies in their internal struggles, intertwined with various adverse feelings and tensions. At last, you have reached your destination. Then, there is the pain intertwined with the physical existence. For example, as time flows, the physical form undergoes transformation. Ultimately, all forms inevitably fade away, irrespective of your actions, nourishment, or the various substances you may consume, each of which carries its own advantages. There also arrives a time when one's physical existence may feel like a weight to bear. Time flows, the chances of certain experiences deepen. In a new earth, Tolle writes, the body is a means of transforming the world into an experience. The pain we experience, whether physical or emotional, is an opportunity to transform our consciousness. Through the pain, we can deepen our awareness and connection to the present moment. The physical and emotional challenges we encounter are not burdens, but invitations to experience life more deeply. It is often contemplated that the later years of life hold their own beauty if one reflects on the other possibilities, suggesting that an early departure from this world might spare one from the physical deterioration associated with the passage of time. As we journey through life, we may encounter physical challenges that arise with age, potentially leading to discomfort along our path. Yet, when you engage with these matters in the right way, they need not lead you to pain. Embrace each moment as if it were a precious gift bestowed upon you. Embracing the essence of existence allows one to transcend the urge to adopt a victim mentality and mourn the circumstances at hand. As Tolle explains, aging is the accumulation of memories, the identity. But when you let go of that, you realize you are timeless. The key to overcoming suffering in the later years of life is to let go of the identity that clings to youth and perfection. When we stop identifying with the inevitable passage of time, we discover a deeper peace that is not bound by age or physical form. I long for my mother to have recognized the profound connection she had with her body. She radiated beauty, adorned herself with grace, reveled in the vibrancy of public life, and cherished the spotlight that embraced her. In her moments of struggle, A deeper understanding was meant to emerge. Many perceive it as a deeply inherent experience. In the wake of that, the passage of time within the physical form ushered in a myriad of experiences, encompassing more than just discomfort in the hips and the occurrence of fractures. Discontent deepened over time, stemming more from the struggle with identity than from the constraints of physical movement. The burden of the physical form led to profound anguish. Every so often, for fleeting minutes, she appeared to transcend her physical form as I endeavored to set her free. A multitude of souls find their way to that place. Tolle's teaching about the surrender of identity ties in here. He states, "You are not your mind. You are the awareness behind the mind." When we release our attachment to physical appearance or our ideas about aging, we reconnect with our true essence. This inner freedom allows us to transcend suffering, no matter what form it takes. It is a profound reality that challenges will always accompany you, transcending the boundaries of age and the passage of time. This is the true essence of suffering. This is the true essence of suffering. These hold profound significance. Without challenges, the journey of existence would remain stagnant. The evolution of humanity would simply not unfold. What appears to be an obstacle may actually reveal a pathway. What may feel like a burden in your journey could be a profound catalyst for your inner awakening. Embrace each challenge that arises, for when you greet every moment with open arms, it becomes a choice of your own making. You choose to embrace the current rather than resist or flee from what appears to be an obstacle. Second phase is to welcome it and, if the opportunity arises, take action. Then, simply be still. Your thoughts become increasingly self-centered as you deepen your connection to them. Many individuals face the challenge of contending with harsh, destructive, and relentlessly critical voices that echo within their minds. They perceive those as reflections of their essence. A crucial initial journey toward liberation of the self is to detach from the narratives of the mind. In that moment, the self transcends. Tolle's final insight echoes here. Realize deeply that the present moment is all you have. Make the now the primary focus of your life. It is through the practice of being present, of accepting each challenge as it arises, that we transcend suffering. When we stop resisting and fully accept the present, we free ourselves from the chains of pain and step into a realm of deep peace and transformation. Stop wasting time and make every moment count in your life. Subscribe to Motivation Basics for daily motivational videos on personal growth. Show your commitment by liking the video and commenting the word GROW. Be sure to share it with someone who needs to slow down in life. We're in this together.